Hello, everyone. Welcome back to The Random and the Boring. We had a good overwhelming response on our earlier videos. Firstly, thanks for all the support. Now let's move on to our video today. Today we will explore evolution of Superman, our beloved Man of Steel. From his origins in the golden age of comics to his modern adaptations, alternate versions, and everything in between, we'll explore the rich history of this iconic superhero. Superman is actually one of the three most known superheroes in the world, the other two being Batman and Spider-Man, before even the superhero comics even commenced. Superman was created from the brilliant minds of Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster when they were in high school. The Superman created back then wasn't the one we love nowadays. I would say it was interesting. The Superman was a bald villain with telepathic abilities focused on world domination. This was in the reign of Superman, created as a short story from science fiction Advanced Guard of Future Civilization got published by Siegel in 1933. Post this, they reimagined the character. Apparently, they took inspirations from history and myth like Hercules, Moses, Doc Savage, and Buck Rogers. And who knows, maybe some Indian scriptures too. Some of his qualities are that of Lord Hanuman, like having super strength, ability to fly and leap, gentleness, witty, powerful, self-control, and sheer focus and determination. Recently, some people also noticed a picture of Lord Hanuman in the movie The Flash. Lord Hanuman, being the Lord of Air and the Speed Force, and Barry Allen has a picture in his room. Maybe he was worshipping or just being respectful to the Lord. For the outfit, they took ideas from circus strongmen and made it a bit colorful and distinct. And yes, we will address the elephant in the room, the underwear worn outside. Back in the days, this is how strongmen would wear in circuses. Underwear outside the pants. Writers pitched the character into so many comics and faced rejection. It was considered as too fancy, but then DC agreed to take up the character, and then rest is history. Superman made his grand debut in Action Comics #1 in 1938, and became known as the world's first superhero, also one of the most popular fictional characters ever. Superman's strong sense of justice and incredible powers captivated readers. His Golden Age adventures set the foundation for the superhero genre, introducing us to his iconic supporting characters like Lois Lane, Perry White, and the Daily Planet. As for Superman's origin, I don't think I have to tell the whole story here, at least get in depth with it. The origin is well presented in The Man of Steel, which I'm sure most of you have seen already. The core origin story stays same. His home planet Krypton collapsed on its own core, so his birth parents or biological parents sent him to Earth so that he can survive. His spaceship crashes on Earth, and a couple takes him in and he grow up as an Earthling, so he represents a combination of Earth and Krypton. Superman has transitioned over the years, his powers being no exception. Initially, Superman's powers were that he was massively strong, had super speed, could leap a mile. His skin is impenetrable. He wasn't able to fly, didn't have cold breath, no heightened optical or acoustical senses, no lasers. The other powers emerged in 1940's radio show, The Adventure of Superman. It played a pivotal part in Superman's abilities and powers. So now Superman synthesizes its power from sunlight. His cells absorb the energy from sun, but he cannot metabolize the light from Red Star, which was near his native planet Krypton. Another aspect here is that the sun is comparatively closer to Earth and has lower gravity and sparse atmosphere. His Kryptonian body is like a living solar battery that absorbs solar energies and converts them for fuel for his powers. His cells also store yellow sun energy so he can use his powers under objects, at night, in dark places, or even in space. Superman has also been known to fly into the sun in order to reach his limitless potential. Now if someone would ask why his suit doesn't burn, I am sure Edna Mode hasn't made the suit for him, but there is an actual explanation to it. While Superman produces an essence of energy or protective aura constantly around him, protecting his costume as it's extremely close to his body. Though I think it's still possible to rip or damage his costume. People also criticize asking is how can people not tell that Clark Kent is Superman just by wearing glasses? Clark Kent not only wears glasses, but changes his posture and mannerisms, as illustrated in the sketch by Frank Quietly from one of the most popular Superman stories of all time, All-Star Superman. He also changes his voice completely using his super muscle control. The S symbol shield on chest and cape was originally an abbreviation to Superman, but in later stages it became the family crest, and more recently in Mark Waid's Superman Birthright storyline. He reimagined Superman's early years and made it an ancient Kryptonian symbol that stands for hope, which is actually the explanation they used for his symbol in the Man of Steel movie. Superman also has a plethora of great villains. I fail to comprehend why only Lex Luthor is focused, when he has supervillains like Brainiac, Parasite, Mongo, Doomsday, Bizarro, Metallo, General Zod, who is by the way great in the Man of Steel thanks to Michael Shannon, Lobo, and Livewire, just naming off a few. As comics evolved, so did Superman. The Bronze Age brought about profound changes, including the famous Kryptonite No More story. In 1978, Christopher Reeve's Superman, the movie became a cinematic sensation, propelling Superman to new heights of fame. With the start of the modern era from 1990s to 2002, death of Superman storyline left fans stunned. As the Man of Steel fell to the seemingly unstoppable Doomsday in 1992, his triumphant return showcased the enduring legacy of Superman. The animated series like Superman, the animated series, and Justice League kept the flame alive. Beyond 2000s, Superman continued to evolve in the new millennium. We saw the Red Sun storyline, imagining Superman as a Soviet hero. Superman Birthright and All-Star Superman redefined his origins and character depth. A great deal of work is also done in recent times, thanks to Zack Snyder, though there has been so many controversies and dramas around the DCEU since 2013. Henry Cavill is my favorite Superman. While Christopher Reeve's Superman is clumsy, Henry Cavill explained to Studio Cine Live.
My Clark Kent is trying to be as small and invisible as possible. If you're awkward and spilling things constantly, people are going to notice you, and that's not the best way to go unseen. You have to admit, it's not a remarkable disguise, just a pair of glasses. He'd like to think that no one will believe he could be Superman.
Henry Cavill was planned to wear the cape and symbol of hope again in Man of Steel 2. But the Warner Brothers production house has been in soup in recent years. Thank God we got to see the Snyder Cut, otherwise the 2017 Justice League was a terrible joke. Alternate versions like Superman Red, Blue, and Superman Beyond demonstrated his versatility. Throughout his journey, Superman has been supported by loyal allies like Supergirl, Superboy, and the Justice League. On the flip side, his rogues gallery includes the genius Lex Luthor, the vengeful General Zod, and the seductive Poison Ivy, among others. Interestingly, there are some alternate versions too. In the expansive realm of Elseworlds tales, Superman's iconic essence takes on captivating new forms, each offering a fresh perspective on the Man of Steel's legacy and potential. Superman Red Sun. This daring narrative reimagines Superman as a symbol of the Soviet Union, altering the trajectory of the Cold War. Raised in Ukraine instead of Smallville, Kal-El becomes a champion of socialism, showcasing the profound impact of environment on character development. Mark Millar's 2003 comic depicts a world where Superman's noble intentions are channeled through a vastly different sociopolitical lens. Superman Earth 1. Delving into a modern retelling of Superman's origins, J. Michael Straczynski's Earth 1 explores a more vulnerable and relatable Man of Steel, struggling to find his place in an increasingly complex world. This version of Superman showcases a journey of self-discovery, emphasizing his human side and the challenges he faces as a fledgling hero. Superman Beyond. Entering into a futuristic universe, Superman Beyond thrusts the hero into the year 85,271, inspired by the animated series Batman Beyond. This iteration envisions an elderly Superman mentoring a new generation, continuing his legacy while navigating the complexities of a transformed Earth. Last Son of Earth. Imagine a reality where Kal-El's escape pod lands on Earth in the 31st century. In this alternate version, the last son of Earth emerges as a stranger in a strange land, navigating a technologically advanced society while upholding his ideals as an ageless beacon of hope. And there you have it, the incredible journey of Superman from the Golden Age to the present day. His evolution mirrors the changes in society and pop culture, making him a timeless symbol of hope and inspiration. We hope you enjoyed this exploration into the world of the Man of Steel. Thank you for joining us today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more captivating explorations of your favorite superheroes and their histories. Until next time, stay super.